Hi, today we're going to make some adorable journal cards for our junk journal pages. These can be used in your scrapbook as well, any kind of bullet journal, gratitude journal, whatever you want to use it for. This technique is going to be a new favorite of yours, just like it is of mine. So welcome back to Markets of Sunshine. Hi, this is Marsha. Hope you're having a great day. And let me share with you what I've made, and we're going to make it together today. So this beautiful card says, "Be kind," and that is the new motto for 2021. Aspire to inspire by being kind. Be a kind human. I'm sure you've heard that before. So these are beautiful cards. It's quick and easy. I'm going to show you how to make these. This one I stitched it on my machine. This one I just glued everything on, but I will stitch it later on. But I just wanted to show you the difference between the two so that you can get an idea of how they will look with and without the stitching. So let me show you how I made these. It's not hard, and you'll just really enjoy the whole process. So what you're going to need for this project is going to be some cardstock. I took an 8.5 by 11 sheet and I cut it in half, so I have 2 cards that I can make out of that. And then I have some art paper, and I just used it and I cut it down so that it would fit onto my card with no problem. So you can see here's what I did. So on this one I left a bigger border. On this one it's just a little tiny bit of a border, hardly anything on some of the sides. And then you're going to need some book pages, which is what this is here. Your cardstock, white cardstock. I used the cream colored cardstock for the base. Your stamps, ink, paint, some decorative stamps, word letter stamps, white gesso, and a heat tool. Okay, so this is the one that I use here, but any heat tool will work just dandy. Now to save time, I already came in with my paint, and what I used was orange, a red, a white, and a gold. So the white is Craft Smart, but any acrylic paint, any company that you choose. I just happen to have a variety from different companies. This is Apple Barrel's brand Nectarine, and I just pick out colors that you think look good together that you like, whatever you like. This is Flamenco Red, F-L-A-M-N-C-O, again, Apple Barrel. And then I use this Folk Art Metallic Antique Gold. Okay, so I just have a piece of wax paper down and then an old magazine. After you look through it and you get out whatever you want out of it. This was a tip from my friend and collaborator in the crafting world in our Facebook group and here on our YouTube channel, where her and I are helping each other, Linda Coker. So hi Linda, thank you for watching and supporting me, and I'm so happy to be watching and supporting your channel as well. So I invite you very kindly to subscribe to my channel and subscribe to Linda's channel. Give our videos a like, a comment, and share, share, share. So the more you share, the faster we'll grow at our little crafting community here at Linda Coker's channel and Marsha's at Markets of Sunshine. So my name, channel name is the same as my business name. So I am a licensed small business in Florida. I have an Etsy shop with the same name, Markets of Sunshine. So if you go to Google and type in Markets of Sunshine Etsy shop or Markets of Sunshine Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, my website, my blog, you'll find me. LinkedIn. So I invite you, if you're on any of those social media platforms, to look me up. And if you want to follow along there, that would be very kind of you also. So that is my kind, that's my new word. Be a kind human, be kind. So all of 2021, I am concentrating on bringing you inspirational quotes, inspirational projects that will help us to stay positive as we continue to have to deal with this pandemic, because it is not going away anytime soon. So, but we can be happy, and we can be kind, and we can be generous humans, and that's what it's all about. That's what we're supposed to be doing. So let's just jump right in. Again, let me show you what I've done. So I put orange, the red, the white, the gold, and the technique that I use is you take a little bit of the the paint. You don't need a whole lot. Take a small bristled brush, preferably if you have a stencil brush. That's the round head. That's the perfect ideal thing, but you can see a flat brush works perfectly too. You put a little bit of water, and then you pounce like this onto your color. You don't want to go like, you know, you're not using brush strokes, you're pouncing, so you're going to pounce. So just a little bit of water, tap it off, pounce in your color, and then come over here and pounce on your paper. Do the same thing with the next color, same thing with the next color, same thing with your last color. Clean your brush. Okay, we're all good. Got it all done. Then we come in with our heat tool and we dry the whole thing up. So once you get it all dry, quick like a bunny, then you come in with your decorative stamps. So I chose a very naturey autumn-winter themed stamp. So I have a butterfly. I love butterflies. Everything. Here in Florida, we have butterflies. Not so much now that the cold weather has come, so they've all migrated somewhere off, probably to Mexico. And I don't know if they all go there, but anyway. A pine cone, an acorn, and an evergreen, like pine needle leaf. And then I came in, and let me pull this one up here. I think you can see it better on this one. So here's the butterfly, the leaf, evergreen leaf, the acorn, and the pine cone. Okay, so I just went all over it. You just go all over it in whatever random pattern, and you can see it's very, very, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. I try not to get too close because then I find I get out of frame. I think we're doing okay. I think it's pretty good. I think we can still see good. Okay, here, yes. Okay, we're good. Okay, so everybody will see, and you can see it much, much better now up close. So we're going to need a stencil, and we're going to need our white gesso. So what I did here is just randomly on one side. I didn't go all over the card. I just picked a side. This one, I picked the darker side. So the orange and the red side, I tended to stay on that one. This one, I kind of went in the middle, but then I tended to go to the gold and the light side. Oh, good morning, little titmouse. Right there out the window. She grabbed a seed. Scared her to death yesterday. Oh, I love my little birdies. I love my backyard wildlife habitat, and you guys will learn that about me if you haven't learned that about me already. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Now, I didn't do this yesterday, but we're going to see. All right, now I'm taking a different brush. I put a little blob, but today I'm going to just see if I can squeeze it onto the brush. This is what I like to do. Just squeeze it right onto the brush. Now normally, and I wish I had the tape, if you tape it all down, so then you don't get the bleeding through as much. Let's see if I can do it. But that's okay because it's just a collage that you're going for here. We're not going for a real scene work of art. This is an abstract kind of a thing anyway, so it's okay. And then just whatever stencil you choose. I'm picking out, this one is a floral leaf print. My gesso is being very cooperative and coming out for me, so that's nice. Even though we're getting pretty chilly here at night in Florida. We're going to have the 30s. And I know other areas are already very, very cold. Okay, so you fill everything in with your gesso. And it's okay, but you'll see what it looks like when I lift it up here in a sec. So my videos are 30 minutes long. So just sit back, grab your favorite cup of beverage, and know that it's going to be 30 minutes. And then you will find a beautiful project in the end that you can do. Okay, there we go. I like that much better. So I love the texture. So when you pull it up, you're getting that really, really, really nice, great texture look. So I'm going to come in with my heat gun right now because I want to be able to get this done and show you. Okay. The camera wiggles a little bit. I've got a towel right here on the corner of the tripod that my husband made me, so it's not your normal typical tripod. And then this, I can go in and I'll rinse that off in a memento. So let me see, where can I set it? Aha. I'm going to come in here. It's probably going to stick, but I'll do this anyway. I'm going to hide it in the magazine. So this is a magazine, and this was Linda's little tip the other day in our Facebook group, Junk Journal Junction. Did I invite you there yet? So come check us out in the Facebook group, Junk Journal Junction. Excuse my reach. I have to keep that lid on there. And every day of the week is a different tip. So we give a tip of with our crafting and sewing. We have a motivational day, a fun share day. Today's Wacky Wednesday. And it's just like all the funny, goofy things that happen in your sewing and crafting room, and you want to share it with us. You know, sewing things upside down, gluing things upside down, you know, sideways, backwards, whatever, you know. You use the wrong tool. It just, whatever fun things happen, just share it with us. And I had some good ones this week, and I should have written them down, because now I'm trying to remember what they were, but I was like, oh, I got to share this on Wacky Wednesday. All right, so there's going to be a little bit of noise. You can either turn down your volume, and then once you see me put the gun down, then you know I'm done drying. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of the gold paint, and I'm going to come in and just on the highlights of these peaks, I'm going to just put a little dab, and I do my brush sideways, and I'm just putting little highlights. Whoop, too much. Should have dabbed it off first. Okay, so we're just, I don't know if I can even come back in and wipe some of that off. Alright, so dab it first. Now see what happens when you don't dab it first. Okay, but that I thought would be so pretty. So the kind of just to get rid of the stark white of the gesso. And I know you can tint your gesso, and but I didn't want to do that. I want the white and then this look here that I'm getting. Very nice. So you can see how pretty this is looking doing this technique. Okay, and I love the metallic, doing it with the metallic. Okay, so let's clean that off. And just have fun with this technique. There's no right or wrong way, and everything is going to turn out beautiful in the end. Alright, so now what we need to do is we need to ink up our book page and our cardstock. And I'm going to do that before I stamp it. So I'm coming in with my brushed corduroy. And I still haven't found the other daubers. So if you've been following along on my channel for a while, you know I'm in the search for my daubers, and I have 9 more somewhere, and this one is getting really chewed up. But we're going to do a treasure hunt, and we're going to find the missing daubers in Marsha's craft room. Alright, so let's move these pieces out of the way. Just ink this up really quick. If you're new to inking, then this is how you do it. You can get a makeup sponge. You can use those. So I may just have to break down and have my husband buy me some at the dollar store. Okay, then use, this is the beauty, because I used to use wax paper for this, but I lay my book page down since they're so fragile, and then they don't rip on you, and they don't fold and bend and all that kind of thing. So this is how I do mine. Just go around the edge very easily, very carefully. And watch to the end, because I have a little share for you. And you're not going to know if it's at the very end, or a minute from the end, or where it is, but I appreciate it if you would watch my whole video, and that would help me get found in search also, and have better ranking here on YouTube. Love this, absolutely love it, and I love all the gold. Alright, so let me dry this paint that I just put on here. A little bit of noise again. And I can just take the back of this, touch it down, and then see, do I get paint? Nope. Okay, we're good. Alright, so now this will go here, and I'm going to let all this dry, but I just want you to see, because I know the gesso takes a lot longer to dry, and if I lay this down right now, I found that out the other day, it will stick to it. So you got to wait for the gesso to be completely dry before you start sewing. Alright, now we're going to take our little stamps. Let me pull my seat up here. And I'm going to stamp Be Kind on here. Right, let me pull this over this direction. Okay. Make sure you're seeing me here. Where are we? Yes, okay. I have to keep testing it. I have very minimal setup here in my recording. Alright, what I know is you need a hard surface under when you're stamping. And this is spongy, my ironing mat is spongy, so I'm moving my little cutting mat there. Okay, so looking at what I did before so that I know what I'm doing. I was so happy that I had these stamps in my little stash, and it's been a long time since I've used these, talking years. Ta-da! Just that easy. Isn't it adorable? Love it, love it, love it. Crafting is just therapy. I mean, it is. And I know that that's what's helped us that are crafters, and if you sew, paint, whatever, mosaics, it doesn't matter, wood crafting, that's what's helped us get through this whole thing. Easier. Alright, this paper might go flying, so we'll see. but I am finding out something. Don't use your heat gun on the wax paper because it's melting the wax. Do it on the magazine page. I didn't do that last night, so I didn't know that. Just found something out. Don't use your heat gun on the wax paper. Okay. It is wax, after all. Alright, now, here's our book page. And then here's our sentiment. And then what I did is I had my little scraps from when I cut out my, because I don't have white cardstock, so I use the decorative side, and then I just flip it over. Ones that aren't double-sided, you know. And then I'm going to take this piece and put it up here, and then turn this one and put it down here. I love that. I think it's just beautiful. Don't you love it? It's just like the last perfect finishing touch. And now this is going to come over here and go right here in the center. And then this piece, let me peel it up. And the beauty of the magazine pages that are, because they're glossy, your stuff comes off of it, I notice, very, very easily. Okay, so now this is going to go on our piece of cardstock, which is going to become our journal page, our journal card. Journal, journaling, scrapping, scrapbooking, gratituding, bulleting, wherever you want to use it. See? Isn't that just pretty? It's so lovely. It's absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And it's just like, so now, yesterday, I did not add that extra gold on my gesso, but I'm going to come back in and do that here in a memento after I wind this up. So the freebies that I'm going to offer you today, this is a surprise. Now, if you sign up for my mailing list, you get several really nice, useful freebies. They are, number one, is a craft project sheet. And I have to print some of those out and show them. So every video now, I was doing it for a while and I kind of forgot about it. Got out of the habit of telling you even about them, so all my new subscribers don't even know. So if you're watching me and you're a new subscriber, then know that if you sign up for my mailing list, that's where you get all my free printables and things. In addition to Freebie Friday in our Facebook group, Junk Journal Junction, you will get other free digital downloads, printables. They come in a JPEG, so they don't put the download file, it's just put as a JPEG in the group, and then you just save the image, then you can print it out yourself, however you want to do it. So it doesn't have to be downloaded. Did you know you can do that? You just put your little cursor over the image, right-click it, click on Save Image, then rename it to whatever it is the image is, or however you want to store it. Digital images, you know, and then flowers or fruit or bird or whatever it is. So that's how you save images online. And so in our Facebook group every Friday, Freebie Friday, whoever the members are that want to share something with you, some of these have Etsy shops where they have other digitals that you can go and purchase very reasonably. In my shop, I only have a few digital, they're original artworks of mine and my daughter, Kayla. So my little beautiful precious daughter is an artist, and so is my son-in-law, Jacob. Hello, Jacob. Hello, Kayla. And so you'll find a family tree genealogy print that you can use. That's in my shop. And I also have, I don't know if I have any of her artwork, but I have her artwork on journal cards, or you could use them as a greeting card, whatever you want to use it for, in my care packages. So all the writing box care packages, those are in my Etsy shop, Markets of Sunshine. And you get one of her original artwork note cards in that set. And so that's how you get the artwork from me. And then last Freebie Friday, I shared one of her butterfly drawings as the digital. So that's her original artwork. So I share a variety of things. So I share my own images that I've copied, and then I share my daughter's artwork. I have a big variety that I'll be sharing with you there. So on my mailing list, if you want to sign up for that to get more freebies, you get the craft sheet, project sheet. That way you can write out, okay, like this project for instance. So then what you do with the sheet is you write out all the materials you're going to need and then all the steps on how you did it. And then when you want to do it again, you just go to that project sheet and then there it is and you say, oh yeah. And if you want to take a little picture and you print that out and you put it on the sheet, or you want to make a prototype. So what I'm doing is I'm making a prototype. So I can save one of these, put it with that project sheet. Then when I want to, I'll go through my binder. I have a binder, my Happy Mail binder. And I put it in my Happy Mail binder. And then I can go project by project by project and say, oh, you know what? What was that pretty journal card I made that time that had the paint collage and had Be Kind on it? It was so pretty. What is it? Go get it out, look at it. There's your whole project step by step. There's your little prototype with it. You save it like that. That's how I do my projects. So when I make something new, when I come up with something new, and like for instance, my chenille blocks that are going to be in my Etsy shop, my new artwork, fiber artwork piece, I've made some small tags. So I will take one of those tags, I'll put it with the project sheet. So now I know how I did it. There it is, step by step, laid it all out, instructions, everything's there for me. So you get that. You also get several images. I don't remember what they are right at the moment. I know, okay, you get a pattern, my mason jar pattern. That is on the back of my food diary journal. Okay, so this whole mason jar pattern, not this is fabric that I used to make. Isn't this gorgeous? Isn't it beautiful? I'm sorry, embroidered the whole thing. Labor of love here. Okay, so this mason jar pattern on a printout that you can use either like this and use fabric, or I'll show you another way to use this pattern in my next video. So stay tuned for that. We're going to turn this into a pocket for our page. All right, isn't that cool? Okay, so you get that pattern, and then you get the artwork, you get the project sheet, and then once I go back through and look and see whatever it is, Christina, if you know you're watching, if you can post in the comments what were all the digital freebies that I've shared on the mailing list, if you could share that with me, please, that would be great. Since I don't sign up for my own mailing list, I don't always remember what is it that I share with people. Oh, you do get a 25% off coupon code to use in my Etsy shops, which will expire at the end of this year. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do as a discount code for 2021. That's going to be still in the works of my deciding what I'm going to do. Oh, I think you do. Yes, I share one of my vintage hanky prints with you. That is a perk for joining my mailing list. Okay, so I do remember that. So there's several. They're really good things. You'll love it. So I invite you to do that. Sign up for my mailing list. As a member of my mailing list, periodically throughout the year, a couple times a year, starting 2021, I did it once this year, I will offer my mailing list members only. So if you subscribe to my channel here, you're seeing this, you know to join the mailing list, and so you're getting this announcement to you, then you will get one free product a year that I choose that you only have to pay the shipping. So no matter where you live, you get it for free, and you only pay the you only have to pay the shipping. And so if you're international, of course, you know your shipping is going to be whatever it is to your country. You'll know that. And in that instance, I may list the item for 20 cents. Because that's the minimum that I'm allowed to. Etsy has a minimum of what you can sell something for. I don't know if it's 50 cents. Because 20 cents, it costs me 20 cents. It costs an Etsy seller 20 cents to list an item. So if I list it for just for the group, for my members, then and I'll put that in the newsletter so that you know, then whatever it is. So if it's 50 cents, then you know that's Betsy's guidelines that I have to stick within. So then the shipping would be adjusted so that it comes out that you're just paying shipping. So that 50 cents would be deducted from the shipping to make it free shipping. I mean, free with the shipping. So I hope that's clear as mud. So you'll understand when it comes along. So basically, just remember, you get a free product that Marsha chooses through the year. So you stay on that mailing list. Open the mailing list because you don't ever know. Open that newsletter because you don't ever know when I'm going to come out with that. And I may announce it here, and I'll announce it in the Facebook group and say, okay, I'm going to do the freebie. Open your next email from me, and then you'll find out what it is, and you can get that. So this year I gave away face masks. So I started off selling my face masks for $5, and we were not making any money on that because it takes a lot of work and time to make a face mask if you ever made one. So then we upped it up to 10, 15. So that's, we stay about right there. So I may come back down to 10, 12, somewhere out there because I'm right at 15 right now. But I keep the face masks in my group in my Etsy shop for my current customers because they come back and they want to buy more. That's why they're there still. So anyway, so thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this project. I hope you'll join the Facebook group, subscribe to my channel to be a member of the Facebook group, and join my mailing list so you can get all the freebies, and join the Facebook group so that you can get freebies there as well. So it's a win-win for everybody, and there's certain rules. You got to follow the rules, and just very easy to do. No spamming allowed, no posting and running allowed, so I'll just throw that out there right away so that you know. You have to be an interactive member of the group, and then on the designated day, you are allowed to share one selling and one, if you have a YouTube channel, you can share one YouTube video. But that's only one day a week. And the rest of the days of the week are project shares and fun stuff and all that kind of inspirational freebies and motivationals and all that kind of thing. So thank you again, and I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you'll make one of these. Let me know in the comments below if you are going to make one. This one I know now is my favorite, so once I get it stitched, I'm going to let this completely dry for a couple of hours, and then I'll come back and stitch it. And then I'm going to go back in on these and tap the little gold in on there, because that is really going to just set the whole thing off now. I just completely sets it off with that little splash of gold on the white. All right, thanks again. I'll hush up now. Have a great sunshiny day, and I'll see you in the next video where we will be using our mason jar pattern to make a pocket. Okay, bye-bye.